Thanks for tuning in. This is Delightful Mining, and let's check out week 129 of my mining payouts. So at the beginning of these payout videos, let's go over the date and time when I took these payouts. Today is November 16th of 2021, and it's about 1:20 a.m. US Eastern Time. And I do want to mention that at the end of the month, I'll go over my electricity bill and my YouTube and Twitch profits as well. And as of right now, the price of Ethereum is at $4,325.49. The price of Monero is at $246.62. And the price of Chia is at $147.19. And checking out the difficulty chart, it looks like we're around 11,177.978 terahashes. And checking out the block rewards, it looks like we're averaging around 2.2 to 2.3 ETH per block. So like previous weeks, I've been mining Ethereum, and I do average around 2.5 gigahashes mining Ethereum. I've been also mining Monero, and I do average around 14 kilohashes. And I also been farming Chia, and I do have 782 plots. Okay, so pulling up my Excel and checking out what I mined. I did mine around 0.31 Ethereum, equaling around $1,344.13, about 0.02 Monero, equaling around $4.95, and about 0.12 Chia, equaling around $17.75. So if I did sell everything as of today, I would have made $1,366.83. And if you did want to check out my GPU count, I do have a total of 75 GPUs and 1 CPU. My GPUs are mining Ethereum, my CPU is mining Monero, and I do have hard drives farming Chia, and I do have 2 mining farms. Okay, so for this week's fun clip, I did find 2 bullish news clips on Bitcoin. So let's check this out.
Korean exchanges have some of the largest trading volumes all around the world. And people are anticipating for a Santa rally to see Bitcoin price break 100K and the rest of the crypto market to follow.
100,000, you think, by December for Bitcoin?
Well, there are a lot of people who are anticipating that. There is a big interest elsewhere as well. Korean companies launching DeFi services and NFTs. And we might be following the footpath of the U.S. where a Bitcoin ETF was approved.
Yeah, and I want to talk about that. Do you think that's a way forward for retail participation to come on board in this market? And is there a lot of interest on the sidelines? Because there are some retail investors who are actively participating in the market, but there are some who are also, still standing on the sidelines and watching how this ecosystem evolves.
Well, it is a bit early to say how cooperative the government will be in terms of introduction of derivatives in the Korean market. But rarely seen is the coalition by both liberal and conservative parties sharing a common view about and speaking out against the taxation in Korea.
And how closely are you working with regulators, very quickly, Harold, on really formalizing this market and building the kind of regulatory framework that's needed to make it more deep-rooted and more structural?
Oh, very much, very much. It's my daily task to work with the government. Recently, the Korean government has launched the law. It's called the Act on Reporting and Use of Certain Financial Transaction Information. It's quite long, but this is the first law applied to the blockchain industry in Korea, and it is AML related and requires the exchanges to register with the Korean government.
Right, but okay, just very quickly, what shape and form could regulation take for cryptos in the region, you think?
Well, the first approach was AML-based. In these exchanges, where all the cryptocurrencies are traded, are to register with the Korean government. So far, Upbit and Corbit were the first 2 exchanges fully approved. CoinOne recently became the 3rd exchange to get approved. In order for these exchanges to get approved by the Korean government, they would have to go through a series of registration process. It's quite more grueling than it might sound. Of course, that's what it's like to always work with the government.
Bitcoin tumbling today while gold regains some luster as investors weigh which offers greater inflation protection. The cryptocurrency dropping around 5% today, erasing all of its gains for the month. Meanwhile, gold has been climbing to its highest level since June. Joining me now is Peter Bookvar. He's the Chief Investment Officer at the Bleakley Advisory Group and a CNBC contributor. Gold or Bitcoin, Peter? Are you a gold guy?
I am a gold guy. I am a gold bug. But keep in mind that the bull case for gold can be the bull case for Bitcoin. I think Bitcoin and gold bulls are sort of soulmates in that they believe in a stable currency. They believe in a sound money. They tend to be more anti-central bank. So there is a lot of commonality in the beliefs of Bitcoin and gold. That's why I don't believe in this. It has to be one or the other. They can very much complement each other. And with respect to gold, something that's been around for 5,000 years is not going to be just replaced like that by something that's been around for 13 years.
I love it. I just tweeted it out. So there you go. So basically what you're saying is whatever your concern is about what's going on with inflation and the money supply and all the rest of it, if you're of one generation or philosophy, you might choose gold. If you're of a different one, you might choose Bitcoin. But it's all kind of the same concern, and maybe you're reaching for the same kind of protection. So let's turn and talk about what the Fed may or should do here. What do you now think is the timeline for tapering and for rate hikes? Do you think it has to be moved forward?
Well, it should end. The Fed's idea of confronting inflation right now is to increase the size of their balance sheet by another $500 billion, and then after doing that, still have rates at zero. So that's not really what they should be doing, but of course it is what they are doing. I think that that Powell and the Fed have become so afraid of slowing economic growth, slowing the demand side of the economy to recalibrate inflation, and just have their fingers crossed that somehow the supply side is going to solve itself. And I think that's wishful thinking. And there's no free lunch here. That's the point of raising interest rates. It is to moderate growth to get in control of inflation, because you can't have a healthy economy and maximum employment unless you have stable prices. So right now we have very unstable prices, which creates a very fragile economic foundation.
Alright, so thanks for checking out this week's mining payout. Stay tuned for next week's as well. And shout out to this week's random comment winner. And if you didn't want to be featured, just write a comment below. And if you have any questions you want to ask me live, I do stream live on Twitch at twitch.tv/thelifeofaminer every Sunday, 4:30 p.m. US Eastern Time. And if you do need any type of help, definitely join the Discord. I or someone knowledgeable will definitely help you out. Okay, so hope you enjoyed this video. Thumbs if you enjoyed it, sub if you decided to see what's next. But of course, thanks for watching, and always, happy mining.
Thanks for watching The Life of a Miner. This is Gohan from Dragon Ball Z. You don't want me to get angry and turn Super Saiyan, so make sure you subscribe to The Life of a Miner. I'm also the narrator. Next time on The Life of a Miner.